welcome back to Rocketbirds. I'm Killer Rebel. This is episode 7, Hideout, and the story basically here is that we have been invited to the Cardinal's secret base. The secret base that is very obvious. It says Free Arbitropolis on the wall. You think the players will be able to find it very quickly, but alas. Up here we can see a grenade box, grenade being the second thrown weapon in this game. The first being the mind control bugs. Level 7 is kind of an odd level. Unlike the majority of other levels that we've seen, it is a mind controlling level, which is interesting because they introduced the grenades, but we're only going to see the grenades being used once in this level, whereas we'll see the mind control bugs being used quite a lot. So, something I want to talk about while this level is going on is Rocketbirds 2 Evolution. Here we get the grenades. There is an enemy that comes up right now, who we are meant to be practicing our grenades on, but because this enemy is required for the second sign, and if we kill him, he won't respawn, unlike the other enemies in this stage that require brain bugging. We will leave him alone for now. Here is the first brain bug enemy. Basically the only difference between the grenade and the brain bug is that the brain bug has a green arc and the grenade has a red arc. The grenade also does an explosion damage. It has the same radius of effect that the brain bug does. So the brain bug can hit enemies in a certain radius, and so can the grenades. Up here we first see that we can shoot down boxes. This is a good tutorial for later in the stage, where we have to actually use the grenades to knock down a box. Here we are reacquainted with the shotgun. As usual, the shotgun is exactly like the one that we had previously. And here we're going to murder an enemy with it. He should have died in one hit, but because he was off to the left of the screen in the first hit, it didn't actually register properly. Instead it just knocked him back. So here we have to use the grenades to knock down the chest, as I was said before. So Rocketbirds 2 Evolution. There was a trailer released yesterday at Bit Summit in Asia, which showed off some teaser footage. It showed off that there was a full single player campaign with Rocketbird as the main, with Hardboiled as the main character, and there is a full 4-player co-op campaign. And one of the 4 playable characters you can use in the co-op campaign is indeed Hardboiled himself, which is very different for this game, where it's only 2-player co-op and you get 2 new characters in the co-op campaign. Also, I think that the co-op campaign contains different levels to the single-player campaign, whereas in this game it kind of does, and it kind of contains a new story, but a lot of the levels are the same, which we'll be seeing when we get to the co-op portion of this Let's Play. Other interesting facts about the single-player campaign is that it's fully playable at the moment, which is interesting because considering it's only a teaser trailer, and the teaser trailer actually shows off gameplay. So here, after using that mind control bug to get that person to trigger the elevator, we're going up. I have to toggle the elevator because I forgot to press the button to make it go back down the last time I was here, which is a pretty annoying part in speedrunning. This level is pretty hard to speedrun, all in all, because you've got to do a lot of waiting for elevators and you have to get your mind controls exactly right. And it requires a lot of backtracking, which levels normally don't. Here I was thinking about leaving these red penguins alive to mind control them, to get the achievement for mind controlling enemies, but then I figured that they'd probably shoot me if I did, and there's a much better place to mind control them in the next level. As you can see, there's a jetpack there, which hints at the next level, being a jetpack level. We'll be seeing that when the cutscene happens at the end of the level. Here you can see the first sign to the left, as we move back and murder this penguin. That first sign we need to do more mind controlling to get. In fact, all 3 signs in this level require mind controlling to be able to get. So I like the aesthetics of this level. It's got lots of rust stains. It looks like a typical base. It doesn't have any of that penguin propaganda that the normal penguin bases do. So you can tell it's different, visually different to the penguin base. If we were to get this penguin to push the elevator access button here, it will bring us to the end of the level. Of course we don't want that. Here I had to walk back a bit to be able to get this throw exactly right. Go and jump up and get that side. And go back to get the second one at the start of the level. That person respawns out of the same restrooms which he was calling crappy, because we need him to push the button later. Lots of penguins in one restroom. Wonder what they were doing inside there. So instead of grenading that dude, we've got to mind control him. See, so many mind controls in this level, and no grenade uses apart from the one where we used to get the box. And grenades are mainly used to that. You do use a couple of grenades for actual enemy kills. Here, neither the cardinals can't actually shoot you, but the penguins can, because the cardinals know that you are mind controlling them, of course, as we found out in episode 6, I think it was. Anyway, we're moving up to the third side now, which, as we saw before, I left a dude alive to the left of the screen. I didn't mention it. But I murdered the person to the left here. But that person down there, this is a very hard sign to get. Sometimes you can be lucky and get the throw off, like I did here. But other times you have to trigger him into a walking animation by going down there and getting him to fire on you, and then going back up and doing that throw. So going towards the roof access and ending the game. Ending the level, sorry. Mistake I make often. Yeah. This level, I like it. Lots of restrooms. Don't know how these penguins got all the way up here, considering this was previously occupied by cardinals. Rather like broken up, abandoned building for the cardinals, but I suppose they can't have it any other way. My 2 previous runs of this level, I got killed by these damn penguins twice, but because this was my 3rd run, I knew that they were here.
Is that my jetpack? That can only mean one thing. And there's 2 of them this time.
So yeah, a short cutscene showing that this is another jetpack level. Beautiful voice acting by Tanzanui. And this time we've got 2, but we'll be showing that off next episode in Chapter 8 of Pet. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Killer Rhubarb.